So today we're here to celebrate one of life's greatest moments and recognizing that the beauty and the worthiness of your love that begins today, and then you start that journey that takes you to places that you are thinking about, but it also takes you to places that you had no idea. And I sometimes think about marriage as being kind of like a puzzle. It's going to be the strangest puzzle that you've ever seen, however, because you don't get to start with the box top. And you don't get to start with the outside edges. Your puzzle starts with two pieces. Each of you have a piece today. As well as your hands are fitting together like that, those are your two pieces coming together today and laying the foundation for your puzzle. And tomorrow you each get a piece and you'll put that on. And then there'll be days when you might pick up a piece and have no idea where it's going to go. And that's okay, because eventually you'll figure it out, and together you'll begin to make something. It'll initially look kind of like just kind of a bunch of different odd shapes. Soon enough, it's going to start looking like a picture, and then it will begin to look like a piece of art. And ultimately, I hope that we all get to see what a great masterpiece that the two of you have made, starting with two puzzle pieces and adding those as they go. And as you grow your family, everybody gets to participate in putting those pieces on. And you get to sign off in the bottom corner, "This is us." So I offer congratulations. And I wish you the very best, recognizing that your journey is going to have some challenges. As I mentioned, you're not always going to know where those puzzle pieces are going to go. And it's going to require the two of you reaching down within your own and within each other to find the ways to make it continue to work. If you're still awake out there, I'm going to ask you all in the audience just one question. If they ever need anything from you, will you be there for them?
We will.
All right. And you know that includes housing and money. Okay. Nobody's changing their mind. That's good.
That's good.
But through the support of your family, through your friends, through the new acquaintances that you will make, you'll be able to draw upon strengths that are even greater than what you two have, but know that it starts by your being 100% committed each and every day as you wake up. You might be asking yourself some days, how did we get here? You might ask yourself some days, where do we go next? But I hope most days you ask yourselves, how did I get so lucky? You two are a beautiful couple. You are indeed standing here making an act of faith that so many people are afraid to make, but today you bring that. So you will celebrate this as your anniversary for the next 1,000 years. And to that, we wish you the very, very best. Gustav, I want to begin today with your vows. These are your promises, your commitments to one another, and I'm here to help you with them today. Kim's here to help you with them for the next 1,000 years, as I mentioned. If I could, though, I'm going to ask you if you could repeat after me, then please. I, Gustavo, take you, Kim.
I, Gustavo, take you, Kim,
To be my wife.
to be my wife,
To have and to hold.
to have and to hold
From this day forward.
from this day forward,
For better or for worse.
for better or for worse,
In sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health,
Till death do us part.
till death do us part.
And Kim, now it's your turn. Then if you could then also repeat with me these words. I, Kim, take you, Gustavo,
I, Kim, take you, Gustavo,
to be my husband.
to be my husband,
To have and to hold.
to have and to hold
From this day forward.
from this day forward,
For better or for worse.
for better or for worse,
In sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health,
Till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Fine. May I have the rings, please? Thank you. Andrea showed me these rings a while ago. I asked her if she could let me take a peek at them because I wanted to get a sense of what they might tell me. They talk, you know. And they told me a story. And I don't know if the story is right, if I was maybe hearing it right, but I often wonder if the story of how you found these rings is anything like the story of how you found that soulmate. How many different stores you might have gone to, how many different websites did you check out, how many times did she call you over to look at a screen somewhere? I know. You tried some rings on, you took them off, and then you found the perfect ring. But I'll bet that ring that you wanted to be perfect was not the one for your own hand, but the ring that you wanted to be perfect was the one that you're giving away. Am I right? Thought so. And these rings are perfect. There's not a flaw, not a scratch. There's nothing in between these diamonds. And they start off beautiful and perfect, just as the two of you have committed today to bring your perfect selves, to offer as close that you can go every day, to be pure and faithful and to be honest with one another. And that's beautiful. But you know, over time, these rings are going to get some scratches on them. You're going to forget to take it off. There's going to get a little dirt in there. And I want you to think about, will you wear those scratches? Will you wear those things that represent some of the challenges that you have overcome and show the world that, you know, we're better than that? And look what we've accomplished by showing those scratches. Or you might decide it's time, and decide together, it's time that we take these rings and get them polished back up, get them restored back to their originality. And you know I'm not really talking about the rings, right? Okay.
Subtle. It's good.
Gustavo, I'm going to ask if you'll take this ring, please, and place it upon Kimberly's left hand and repeat after me. Through this ring,
Through this ring,
I take you as my wife
I take you as my wife,
for now and all time.
for now and all time.
Kim, can you place this ring on Gustavo's left hand and repeat after me as well? Through this ring,
Through this ring,
I take you as my husband
take you as my husband
for now and for all time.
for now and for all time.
Very nice. This is our unity ceremony. And if we were indoors, you might be familiar with unity ceremonies that would involve candles. And you would each have a candle representing your individual spirit. And you'd light another candle together, creating that eternal flame. It's just a little breezy out here, so we're not going to use candles. And we're in Florida, so we're going to use some sand.
Yeah.
And I call this a unity ceremony, but I want you to notice that unity does not mean that you have to become just like one another. That's why you have two different colors. You get to keep your own uniqueness. You get to keep your own individuality. You keep those things that are uniquely yours. Those are the things that attracted you to one another in the first place. Those are the things that you recognize where your strengths and your weaknesses are. Sometimes somebody else recognizes your weaknesses sooner than you, but that's okay. And in these two containers then, they represent your past, your present, and your future. And so I'm going to encourage you, you can pour these two containers, blending your lives together. You can pour at the same time. You can take turns. You want to spin this around. Just have some fun. It's your arts and crafts time.
Fill the whole thing?
Yes, sir.
I think it's full.
Don't want this get in your eyes. Now they've done a nice creation on this side. Sometimes it comes out that one is a little more dominant than the other, but not so in your case. You all have been equally represented within this container, and you have it showing well on this side. But check out this side. This is really cool. All these layers, all the ways that you're touching one another. Some places you're on the top, on the bottom, on the side, interacting all the time. And in your relationship, let it be the same, even when you're not together. Remind yourselves, all the decisions, all the choices, everything that you do is with each other in your mind, in your heart, and recognizing that you are together when you're not together. And because you've made this cool design on each side, every now and then spin it around. See if he notices. But also, just so you can remember to look at things through a different perspective, just as you want to approach every day looking at your lives together through each other's eyes. I just have one question for you. Could you take your sand and your sand alone and put it back in its own container? All by itself?
Good luck.
Nope. And so let nothing or no one try to separate the two of you. Gustavo and Kim, today we have shared in some special words. And they were not my words that were special by any means. It really wasn't even so much the words that were coming through your lips that I heard as loud and clear as that language that you've expressed today through your eyes, through your smiles, through the way that you've been holding hands. He's been caressing with his thumbs. And Kim, I think you've got a bit of a death grip going on. So tells me that you can wait no longer. By the power vested in me by the state of Florida, I now pronounce you as husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Flowers, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Let's give it up for Kim and Gustavo. Congratulations! You guys hold up.
You say I'm the only one you'll never be without. I found you're the only one worth ever singing about. Will you write my name in your heart? Write my name in